Okay, welcome to What Are Those, the show that explores the art of sneaker culture. I'm your host, Adam Butler, back with another episode. Thank you so kindly for being here. Got a really interesting show for you guys today, all right? A cool topic that is, I guess we're talking about something that's become a bit of a trend, and certainly a hot topic when it comes to sneaker culture. What do you know about reps, or UAs? Basically, replica sneakers, unauthorized sneakers is what they call them. What has become a big thing, especially now that the prices of sneakers on the resale market has skyrocketed. The supply is limited, but the demand remains high. So some people are turning to getting the replica version of a sneaker. And of course, this creates a huge debate within the culture. Should you wear them? Should you not wear them? Are people selling them? Are you buying them from legit marketers and getting rep sneaks? It goes on and on and on and on and on. So I recruited my brother Paul Spann to come through and talk about this, man. We talk about replica sneakers, why somebody would buy a replica sneaker, where they come from, and what's the reason that it's become so prevalent within the culture. So let's jump right into it without further ado, my man, Paul Spann. Let's get the conversation going. Paul Spann, what up?
Man, coolin', my brother, coolin'. How are you feeling today, my guy? How's the voice and everything?
The voice is great, man. I had it back last week. It's good now. Yeah, it was as a podcast, as a professional podcaster, when your voice goes out, that's like an ACL injury for a ball player.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's your instrument. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
I'm blessed to have my voice back. Thank you for asking, bro.
No doubt.
We've been having this conversation for a while, right? We've been talking about
sir.
reps. I had Puma on from Black Ink Crew last week. Shouts to Puma. He mentioned the reps. He mentioned the reps and everything, and how he's starting to notice them in New York, and it's a thing. It's a thing. So I figured it'd be a great follow up. You and I have been planning on having this conversation for some time, man. So let's just jump right into it, man. Folks are starting to wear reps. Okay, it's all on TikTok. Just another bit of information. On my TikTok last year, one of the biggest videos really I've ever done was about reps. And if you know anything about TikTok, you're able to do like 3-4 videos after. Like, you take advantage of that. Like, I did like 3 or 4 videos about reps. Okay,
because it got such a big buzz, right?
It does, bro. Why do you think it has such a big buzz?
It's honestly, Adam, for and all these air quotes, for true sneakerheads, the thought of an unauthorized or a rep is like a conundrum, right? Because you spent all this time, procuring your collection. You spent all this time. I mean, about your sneaks. You know. This is the year that they came out. I know. I have the 2016 version. I have this version. I have all that. And truth be told, certain elements of those things give you a certain amount of pride.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like when I had my 1999 Bred 4s and everybody else had the 2010, I could go, these from 99.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of those little quirky things come into play for us sneakers heads, right? But I'm gonna tell you what, the game has changed and evolved so much, Adam, to whereas the element of resale and all those things have gotten so ridiculous, it makes you consider unauthorized versions. And like you said, that now I personally haven't ventured into purchasing them yet.
Yeah,
but we've talked about it, and I'm gonna be for real with you. I've had just an interesting eye on it. I talked to Instagram back and forth with a unauthorized maker. I don't know if they're over in Taiwan. I don't know where they were, but what he was trying to tell me was, bro, all these shoes are made in the exact same factories that the regular authorized versions are made. It's just they're not authorized by Nike.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's a conundrum, Adam. It's definitely something to consider. But like for somebody that has only been used to getting originals for a very long time, it's a hard transition.
Yeah, when I was talking to Puma about it, the thing we both pointed out is that back in the day, if someone had on a fake sneaker, right? Like, you knew it. Like, it's like that dude again. I keep bringing up TikTok, but I don't know that dude to be like, oh my God. That dude. Dude, let me plug.
Good never one those boys. Hey, Cuz is gold, bro. Like Cuz is gold. Hey, young, I love. You know what's even funnier? Not to get off on a side note,
Yeah,
it's even funnier that people sit there and allow him to do that.
yeah. This dude be like slapping people's shoes, and the funniest thing he always says is, who's it coming off the pick and roll? Because that's the thing. Like the logo is usually off. Like it's it's not a jump man. It's somebody dribbling. It's somebody doing something different. Even when like Walmart and all those will put out like bootleg versions of a Jordan, whatever, or Yeezy, you could tell it's super fake. And if you walk into like the little you walk into the little swap meet or wherever, you knew, okay, that's a fake shoe.
Them Jones fake. When you go to the flea market and all that, them Jones are fake. Like you can clearly tell, right?
But this reminds me of like this reminds me of handbags, because I remember for years it was like, was that a real Gucci purse? Is that a real Prada? Is that a real, whatever the bag may be? To the naked eye, to someone that is not into it, like it's possible some dude could just walk up and be like, "Yo, I got these bags." And some husband trying to get something for his wife will get his wife a fake purse and not realize it.
Like that Breitling I had a couple years ago.
Yeah, look, I had a fake Movado in high school. No, or like early college. I had a fake Movado, bro, and someone pointed out to me, and this really goes to the nuance, P. Someone pointed out to me, they was like, "Oh, let me see your Movado." I was like, "Yeah." And he put it up to his ear.
Take a look at this bad boy, right?
No, check me out. He put it up to his ear, and he was like, "I can hear a tick." And I was like, "Okay." He was like, "You can't hear a Movado tick."
Movado is all smooth, but don't got no tick. Yep.
I said, I didn't know that. Okay, so this is what I feel like. Watches, handbags. This has been going on for a long time.
Yes.
This to me is like the first time it's really happening with sneakers, because again, you can always tell. And see, the problem is now, because we'll get into whether somebody should wear a rep or not. We're going to get into that. To me, the problem with reps is that there's so many of them. And because it's so difficult to get sneakers nowadays, because you have to go on a secondary market to buy them, right? It's very difficult to go into the store, even though, I was just talking to my last guest about you really can start to go into the store nowadays, but that's different.
Now,
but for a while there.
But honestly, that is literally a new thing that's coming back.
Yeah, because since the pandemic has been difficult to go into the store, it's extremely difficult to buy off a retailer online or via an app. Okay, so you got to go through so you have to go through a secondary market in order to buy the shoe. And if you're going to go to a secondary market, StockX, GOAT, whatever, these people are getting tricked now. People who are legit paying overprice for a rep. You're paying resale prices for a rep.
Wow. So here we go. Back to the conundrum. Back to the conundrum part I was talking about. Right.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. My internet keep going out. Yeah.
That wasn't you. That was somebody trying to call on my phone. That wasn't you at all.
But my net did go off. My net did go out for a second though.
Yeah, that was earlier, but this time, Young, I see that X back there. Oh snap! I was about to go into full talking mode. I forgot we was podcasting.
But yeah, I lucked up with them Jones. I ain't even lucked up with Jones.
But
yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay.
I can just pick up right here, right? So it goes back into the conundrum part, right? Because if the people like now, I would imagine this, right? I would imagine the people at StockX, the people at GOAT, I imagine that they comb through these shoes rather meticulous.
I believe they do.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I would imagine that they do.
Yeah.
And so if they can get fooled, maybe you just come off bucks and just get a rep without paying that little $160 as opposed to paying the 600 or 400 or whatever it is over price and still getting said rep.
Okay, now we going. Okay, so that's interesting, right? Because
it really is.
You're right. Like, if you're going to run the risk of getting a fake shoe regardless, and you're going to spend extra, right? You might as well have all your options open, right?
Yeah.
Also, if my thing is like, okay, you just was tripping off these rebellionaires, right? Or a Trav or whatever, right? Those shoes are super limited. Like, you hear they're limited. Like, that's why we can't buy them, because there's not enough of them, right? Trophy rooms, whatever. But then there's so many on the market. There's always a pair available on StockX.
So somebody's lying, right?
Somebody got to be lying. Somebody got to be lying.
Yeah, like it can't be all these different type of ways. It can't be that these are so ultra exclusive and only 11 pairs are made when I can look at 13 people that have them.
Yeah, if I got $1,300 though, I can get them. Yeah, and that is wild, unless the only people that are buying them are literally just putting them up for sale, which is totally possible. Okay, because again, if you like, it's the thing that happened at Trophy Room the other day. People lined up in front of the store to get their hands on the trophy room. Again, this isn't no Marcus Jordan thing. I'm just talking about the shoe.
Right.
And people are lined up to get the shoe because they know they're going to spend $180 and make $800 on them, or even a stack on them. You're going to make $1,000 if you sell that shoe. So it could be that this is something I don't know. I will say this though: what makes the game, if there's anything that makes sneaker culture in the game totally unfun, is worrying about if you have on a fake shoe all the time, or
that you pay overpriced money for, right?
Yeah, or even if you bought it for retail, but just like this idea that sneaker is so coveted that there's no way that is real. And so having the idea of people thinking you got on a fake shoe all day, or just this conversation about fake versus real, is not fun. It's stupid to me. Like, it's like, why do we? So you gave your solution, right? And we're gonna get into that. My solution is to, like, I'll never have a pair of Fragment Travs.
Right.
I'm, me, P. I'm on foam. I'm about to bring foams back, bro.
Yeah, already.
But I say that like semi-jokingly, right?
Right.
Because it's like, to me, and now I'm just going off of, does the shoe look good to me? I'm not, I feel like the rep market and the overhype and the resale killed the grail part of the game.
That's so sad, bro.
It is extremely sad. Maybe not old grails, like, again, a cement 4 or bread 3 or those type of things. Right. Talking about the new grails, like something new that comes out, right? Or off-white. Something new that is like, it's off-white ones.
Right.
It's like
even a Dornbeck. Right.
Yeah, that's super sad. But like an off-white one, any of the off-white ones.
Anything.
I got this. I got on some off-white ones. I got a pair of fake off-white ones. I don't know why I haven't just incinerated them yet, but they sitting over there in a box hidden.
Hey, my guy, you can pawn them off on some other sucker.
So let's talk about this. So let's get into it. Let's just finally get into it.
Let's go.
So is it cool to walk around? I'm just asking bluntly and straight up. Is it cool to walk around in some fake off-white UNC ones?
Oh God, bro.
You know it. We're not talking about trying to resell them. We're not talking about perpetrating like these real.
I think it's all perspective. Okay. I think it's all perspective, man. as a true sneakerhead, and once again, like I always say, air quotes. As a true sneakerhead, that question is hard to grapple with because you're like, yeah, no, I don't want to be that guy. But like when I factor in all the things that we've talked about, like everything that we've discussed, the fact that the resale market is ridiculous, the fact that in truth, when we talk about something like a one, when we talk about it, like what we're talking about, in truth, we're talking about $170 shoe, my guy.
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about a retail of $170 shoe.
Yes.
And then from there, any person can just go from $400 to $4,000 if they choose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If they choose. If they look, bro, these are the so and so I'm gonna charge you 1,700. Right? That's exponentially whack. Okay. Then you factor in the fact that, like I said, I was talking with the dude just to learn more information about it. I'm talking with him. He's like, listen, bro, like literally, the only thing that these shoes would be missing would be the barcode, and I believe certain element of the infrared stuff, something like that is what he was saying to me.
Right.
Nonetheless, it is the exact same shoe, right?
Yeah.
So if I say to myself, look, fuck it. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I say that? Yeah. When I say to myself, forget this. Yeah. I'm just going to spend this $150 and just take my I really me and you off air talked about
this conversation. Yes.
Extensively. So like to say to yourself, you know what, forget all this. Like you said, for something like a Chicago off-white one or a UNC off-white one, I know I don't have the $2,500 for it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So let me just get this pair that I'm not trying to fool nobody. I'm not trying to resell them, but I can get this pair and I can just rock with it. Like, and understand something, Adam. I would never have a problem if I got a pair of reps that I know and I only paid $160 for.
Yeah. I hear you. And I do understand it. I really do. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. What does that person do with that when they went to StockX or they went to GOAT and all those things and they spent all that exponential money, then they find out their shoe is fake? What does GOAT or StockX do for them?
No, I think you can send it back. Like I know now eBay has the best service. eBay will literally say, hey, this sneaker fake. The issue is, and again, I know a lot of people with the StockX thing and the GOAT thing, it turns into like a real, some people hate StockX. Some people, I don't hear so much with GOAT, but some people really hate StockX because StockX kind of presented itself as like the ultimate.
The ultimate, yes,
right?
We are the creme de la creme.
We don't get it wrong. And so when a couple people got it wrong, and I even question whether people really know what they're looking at when they do get something when they get something and they're like, oh my God, I'm sure this is wrong. I wonder how you even really know if everything's so close, right? So, I do think that people are starting to get like a how do I want to put it? Like they're a negative eye when it comes to sneakers. Like they're looking for the wrong, right? So it's like it's a lose-lose situation. Like if you're going to wear something that's considered to be hype, and that's what I say it takes the fun out of it, because you could be wearing something like you and my brothers for my wedding bought me a pair of Trav ones, the brown, right? And I wear them. And I'm pretty sure somebody has looked at them and gone, I don't know, but I know. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that. It takes the fun out of it. It's like you supposed to. So here's what I would say. Here's what I would say. There's just certain big level sneakers I'm just not going to go for.
Right, and you just will settle your mind on that
because. Unless I'm buying it from someone I absolutely trust. There's a couple of sneaker shops in town that I trust. Okay.
Right.
I trust. Some people that are resellers that I trust. My man DW Thrift, my boys at Steam.
Legitimately cool with.
Right. You know what I'm saying? My boys at Hot Heat Sneakers, people like that.
Yeah.
That we trust. Right.
Right.
If they so happen to have a pair in there that I want, some grail, some crazy. And I will get it because I get to look at it, put my hands on it. I trust them. Okay.
Ordering is something different.
Ordering is just completely different. So what I'm saying is like there's just so many, but I'm about to give you a bad there's a but to this one, okay?
Let's go.
So I'm saying it's like Air Trainers, phones, Air Max, right? There's so many dope models out there. I always say all heat ain't hype. Dog, there's like 3 pairs of Air Trainers that came out within like the past couple of months that are beautiful fire. But here's the problem. The problem is the reseller. I went on a rant about the resellers on the last episode. Okay. The problem is the reseller. Everybody wants to be a reseller. So of course they're going to go for the off-white and the Crazy Travis Scott first because those are the ultimate hype. But then they realizing that people are starting to think like your boy, right?
Yeah.
Rocking with that no more.
Hyping up the prices on regular stuff.
Now I want Concept Air Force, Concept Air Max. Now I want, Trainer SCs. I want these things. There's resell on Air Force Ones, plain whites. Y'all wore them Jones in my wedding. And I picked the shoe.
And I took mine back.
Good for you. And I picked the shoe for that reason because I remember we in gym were talking about, should they rock Jordan? Should they do this? I said, I ain't gonna make these members go spend no $180, $200+ for no J's. Let's get an Air Force One, $80 at the time. Air Force One, all white. My boys will look sharp. People reselling Air Force Ones, they reselling Air Max, they reselling. Yes, but because that's what I'm saying. The reps are not the problem. Okay. The hype and the resellers are the problem. They're the ones that are empowering the reps. Because again, just real quick, I know you're about to say something. The issue
great point.
Is not that somebody's buying reps. Okay. People have been buying reps since the beginning of time. Black culture actually embraces it. We talk about Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan made nothing but rep clothes. That was his thing. It was bootleg clothes. Okay. You can have a pair of bootleg J's on as long as you're not faking the funk. The problem is the person that ends up with a pair of bootleg J's because the demand is so high that a reseller got to have something to sell. So a reseller is going out and getting reps.
Wow.
And saying, I got a truckload of this, y'all. Because not everybody going to have that connected to store, P. Not everybody going to be able to backdoor everything. Not everybody going, you know what I'm saying?
You dropping some bombs right now, bro.
This is what we do on one of those, right?
Like you dropping some bombs right now, man. Just even like think about this conceptually, bro. Like think about what you just said, yes. Like okay, and I'm thinking about it from this perspective too, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of understand something. When we started in this, and I don't even want to sound like an old fuddy duddy. When we started in this, it was honestly for the love of something that we love.
Now you cooking with grease. Let's go.
Something that we love. Like it reminds us of a feeling. It takes us to a certain place. I mean, you've known me for over 20 years, and you know when someone says Michael Jordan, I get an automatic smile on my face.
You're smiling right now.
So with that, we began this journey as 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds.
Yes.
Before we even had all the money that we, to do the things that we wanted to, we just loved it.
Yes.
So our approach is that. So understand, we come 25, 26 years later, some of these young kids, sneakers are merely a business.
Yeah, that's it, P.
Merely a business.
That's it,
so,
P.
Their thought process is shoot. Like I look at all these little videos. I went to the outlet and I got these little like you said, these little air trainers for $89. And I know I can get $217. Like it's a whole it's a new mindset. And like you said, that is destroying certain things, bro. Because it sends us into a frenzy. It's like, dog, I like these shoes out of pure love because I love them.
Yep.
Right. But I don't. But I also have a child and a wife.
Yeah.
And I don't have $2,700 to spend on these things that I love.
Hey, bro, I don't got the 5. I don't got the 3. I have the 3, but I ain't got the 3. Like for me to say I'm gonna spend $300 on these sneakers is a decision. Because you said it. Because I'm a married man, I got a family I gotta take care of. I got bills, I got stuff I gotta take care of. It's not that I don't have $300.
No.
Do I have $300 to spend on that every single time?
Every month, right?
Sometimes twice a month, depending on what I want.
Yeah.
Because if you let it sit, the price sometimes goes up. Sometimes, and I went on my rant last week. I went on my rant on the last episode, P, talking about all these resellers that's buying up stuff, and they got a mountain, they got an inventory of stuff that they can't move.
Let me ask you something, and then this is far out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just throwing it into our universe, right? Do you think at some point in time, and I don't know how feasible it is, that some parties that B can get together and put a collective cap on stuff, bro? Like it's steadily getting more and more out of hand, bro. Like where is it going to get? You know, like where are we gonna go with this?
So I think the answer is this. Nike and other brands are starting to, and again, it ends up hurting some retailers, but like you probably heard, Nike is not going to be giving Foot Locker as much stuff anymore. Right. And what that really, and a lot of people panicked a couple weeks ago when they heard that, like Nike's not putting this stuff in Foot Locker. That wasn't true. What it is that the big drops are not going to be coming from the Foot Locker app anymore, right? As often.
Right.
I think that's a step towards saying we want to get more of a handle on our stuff that we sell. So it's going to be in the Nike store when it drops.
Right.
A couple of thousand to this brand and a couple thousand this brand, and then they get to control how they do it. Paul was getting so crazy with stores with telling you, if you buy the sneaker from our store, you got to take it out the box and wear it outside immediately.
And you got to crush the box.
Yeah, all this stuff.
Like that.
And I don't want to have it's ridiculous because I don't want to have to destroy my boxes and stuff. I buy my stuff to do what I want to do with it.
And what if I don't want to wear them that day?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to wear them.
No, I'm with you. So, I'm not even saying that's the ultimate solution. What I mentioned earlier about Nike kind of like taking control, or Adidas or whoever taking control of their inventory, but I think that's a start. I think that's a start where you just have to make it more fair and more accessible for people to be able to get their stuff.
Let me ask you one question real quick, because you're someone that investigates these things thoroughly.
Yeah.
When it comes to the resale market, are the regular companies still profiting off of that also?
I don't think it's that black and white. Some of these stores do have investments like in GOAT. I think this is, if I'm wrong about this, someone please correct me out there. But I think GOAT and Foot Locker do business. I believe. I'm not. I know Flight Club and GOAT do business.
Right.
Flight Club is a reseller, so that makes some sense actually. But I don't know if anyone's invested in StockX. You know what I'm going to make a point to do, P? I'm going to make a point to have someone on the show that can answer those questions. Okay.
No doubt.
But I will say that the only thing I can say, just as a consumer and a journalist, right, is make it more accessible and ask yourself as a retailer, mom and pop or huge, is the backdooring really worth it? We know the back door is happening. That's not.
We know that.
That's a fact. Okay.
100%.
Now, if someone's paying more wholesale for a bunch of shoes than the individual sale would cost, then figure out how to balance that. I think that's why the price of the sneakers starting to go up on everything. Inflation is just happening anyway, just because inflation is happening in America.
There's nothing to do about that. Right.
But I do think that's why the price of the brick is starting to go up. Right. So I think that there are a lot of questions that some of these retailers have to ask themselves. But as far as people like just you and I, what we can do is honestly just say, look, why am I a sneakerhead? You got into it. That's what I said. You cooking with grease earlier, right? And we can get ready to wrap up with this.
Right.
I became a sneakerhead because I like to wear sneakers. I didn't become a sneakerhead to be a businessman. I am blessed. I'm blessed to be able to do media around sneakers that has put money in my pocket. And you and I have done media together We made a movie together about it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I did not get into sneakers to be a businessman. I didn't get into it. When I do sell some sneakers, I'm selling sneakers I've worn for a minute, and I'm just trying to get something back. I might as well be selling clothes. I could be selling anything for that to do that, right? Excuse me. So
honestly. No. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you got into it, the issue is that too many people have gotten into it, like you mentioned earlier, to be businessmen and women. I said it last week. Not everybody can be a reseller. The sneakers are meant to be worn. Buy the sneakers to wear them, and don't if you in it just because you love it, then you're not in it just to buy hyped up stuff all the time. You in it because you're trying to just find something cool to rock. I rock Asics, I rock New Balance, I rock Nike, I rock Reeboks. It don't matter. So that's what I think the solution is.
I'll venture to say this, that for you and for people like us, something that we love turns into a business. You understand what I'm saying? We never approached it as a bit like making one of those. It was just a passion project for us. We were sitting here talking about the art of sneakers.
Yes.
And that's how it came about. So I think that you make a wonderful point in that, because you've taken something that you love and spun it into business. But the thought process wasn't, this is my business. This is which makes it which goes back to the point. Like I'm not blaming these youngins for finding business that they can get into, right? I'm not blaming them for that, but it honestly, bro, it definitely kind of sucks a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely kind of sucks a little bit, because it's like honestly, man, it's like making anything corporate when it spun itself out of love. Like we can talk about this, like, as far as hip hop goes. You know what I'm saying? It was passion, it was love, it was pain, it was struggle. Now hip hop music is the largest industry there is.
But it balances out. Because at the end of the day, the independent rappers are the ones that are taking over. Okay, they are the ones making noise. The dudes with the deal and all that, they sitting around complaining and struggling. So I think it'll balance itself out. I don't know if we resolved the rep conversation yet, but I don't know if it can be resolved. I think that the bottom line is, do what you feel and do what you say. All I would say to you is, if you have reps, somebody ask you, go, nah, man, I got these Jones off the year. Yeah. All right. It's a dude on TikTok. I forgot his name. He's from DC too. He be showing reps all the time. He a funny bam. I wish I could remember his name, but he a funny dude. Do your rep thing. Don't try to sell them up. And wear them and just say they are what they are. If you're going to sell them, say, hey, I'm selling reps. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I can say to him, man. That's all I would say.
And what's funny is I'll end it with this. Because we definitely had that conversation, and I'm still leaning. I'm still on the fence about it. But like I'm so tempted, bro. Like I want to buy a pair of reps, throw them on, and just see what happens.
AP, I promise you this, and this is, and then we will end. When I say this all the time. When I wear my Hirachis, my little yellow and orange Hirachis, everybody's, oh my God, those are great, man. Where'd you get those? Right. When I wear those sneakers that I have yet to ask y'all how much I spent on those sneakers, I don't want to know. Okay. When I wear those Travs, no one says anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because only true sneakerheads.
It's only true. Yeah. Regular people just see a brown and dark brown sneaker with some pink laces in it.
And why is the Nike sign backwards?
Why is the Nike sign backwards on there? That's interesting, right? So what I'm saying to you, this is just what I would say to you. I'm saying straight up, I don't want to. I'd rather just go to Foot Locker and get some slick. That's just me. Okay.
I'm with you.
I promise you, no one would know.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, just you know how I am, and I know how you are. Honestly, it would just be a litmus for me just to see.
When you do it, let me know.
Listen, I'm trying. Hey, bro. Hey, first off, that's gonna be a podcast, right?
Yes.
We're gonna put that together. We're gonna put that together. That's one of our next projects. There we go.
There we go. AP, I love you, brother.
I love you too, bro. All
right, man. We'll wrap again.
I'm about to go give me some reps.
Big shout outs to Paul Spann for joining me. Big shout outs to you for tuning in, man. I want to hear your opinion on this one. We're talking about reps, all right? This is a conversation that's not going away. Hey, I say spend your money on what you want to spend it on, but don't perpetrate a fraud, okay? That's basically my opinion on it. You just heard me talk about it for a minute, but I really want to hear you guys. I want to know what you guys think about it. All right, hit me up, MSR_Adam, MSR_Adam, or hit me up in the comment section of this video. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to mind your mental health and your physical health. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, please continue, always continue to be great.